Greetings, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. And as you see before you, we are now live, it looks like. And so things are going to start to happen here, and hopefully everything goes as planned. Everything looks like everything's on the up and up. And what we are doing today is we're continuing on from the previous video where I flew from South Lake Tahoe down to Lone Pine, California, and then from Lone Pine, California, hopscotch up to here. We're currently residing in Bishop, California. And so I thought I would finish this flight right here and then work our way up and that sort of thing and work our way over there. And without further ado, we're going to make that happen. We're going to go ahead and crawl into the aircraft right now. And it is funny, I had a bunch of people waiting for the event, and then all of a sudden they all go away. I'm looking at my control panel thing that's part of the web browser, and it says it's all gone. So if you guys are here, thank you. I appreciate you guys watching. It might help if I turn on myself as well. At least you can hear me anyway, but I didn't turn on myself. There I am. There I am. Okay, here I am. I'm alive. There is a body connected to that voice. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get on inside here, and hopefully the stream is good. Go ahead and comment in the chat if you see that the stream is not looking good or not, because I don't know. From my end, it looks like everything is fine. But at any rate, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and continue on this flight. And what I thought I would do is also, I'll go ahead and just speak as I'm sitting there getting ready to go. Well, first thing we need to do is go ahead and close the doors. So go ahead and close that door and that door. And we'll go ahead and turn on the APU, which is that switch right there. And then we will go ahead, and avionics switch is already on, which is interesting. So now we're going to get that button. And so we are good to go there. And you can see the props are all over the place. And the props are currently positioned at a 45-degree angle. So that's why you see them right there like that at a 45-degree angle. We are going to fix that. We're going to put them up to a 90 degree, and then I will back off back to an 80 degree angle so we can do some vertical. See, actually we're at 97%, which means it's actually you can go backwards in that configuration. But what we're going to do, actually, you know what? If I just go forward, I'm going to take out that light, so I am going to have to take off from this helipad spot and just go vertical up. So that's what we'll do. So anyway, let me go ahead and prep everything and make sure everything is ready to go. Flaps, trim, and tilt are all in manual mode, and they should be that way, even though they don't, but they should be that way. And then that's one of those things that the developer for this aircraft, like I said in the previous video, needs to fix. And right now I'm setting up my range so I can see in my navigation display that's outside the sim, make sure that I'm able to see what's in front of me, and I do see it, so we're good to go there. And we will go ahead and start engine number 1, and so we'll hit the fuel. Fuel is now on, and then we'll take this and we'll hold the mouse, and we'll go ahead and start. So you can hear that the props are starting to spin. Go ahead and hit engine number 2, the helper engine. So we are good to go there. Now we have generation fail because I got to turn the generators on. Generators are now on, and you saw the numerical value there with the voltage and whatnot. So we're ready to rock and roll. We are ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to go ahead and release the parking brake. I have both feet. I don't know if you can see it, although he didn't model it, but I have both toe brakes engaged so we don't lean forward or go backward. And we will go ahead and put this at 90%. We'll take the flaps and we'll put the flaps to all the way down, so then that way airflow can pass through the prop wash down on the ground to give us better lift. So that's ready to go. And we are going to be ready here to take off, and once I see those numbers stop on the flaps, and they are stopped, we are cleared for takeoff, and we're going to go ahead and just do a vertical takeoff and point our nose towards, actually, you know what, let's take advantage of this moment right now and go ahead and at least give us the magenta line that we are going from Bishop, California to KTVL, which is Lake Tahoe, and we'll put in our field altitude of 7,800 feet, which would be the 3 mile, actually that's the 3 mile altitude which you want to be at when you're 3 miles away. And then that's that. We can go over here and go ahead and reset the timer, and the fuel consumption, which I already know this airplane sucks so much fuel. It's not even funny, but it's military aircraft, so what do you expect? All right, so let me go to 90% on our nacelles, and then let's hit it. Actually, I'm sitting there telling you, oh, let's go, let's go, let's go, and I'm sitting there going, well, wait a minute, I see this other thing I need to do. Oh, there's this other thing I need to do. It's called checklist, people. That's one thing I need to do is checklist. And then heading, I can't set that because we're not ready, good to go. Now, one thing I do need to do, and I'll just take advantage of it while we're down, and that is our portable oxygen, because we're going to be going at 14,500 feet. The screen is going to start to go dark, so I do have my portable oxygen on standby. So then when we do get to that point, then we won't have any hypoxia and all that nasty stuff. So, okay, now I think we can go ahead and take off. And I'm sure I found one more thing that I probably forget. You know how it is. There we go. All lights are on. There. Let's go. Make a little bit of a turn. I need to get back in the cockpit, or I won't be able to see what I'm doing. Because that will suck. Get rid of the flaps. And we'll go to 80% or 80 degrees on our props. Get the props going. There's 70% on the nacelles. And we'll go ahead and just get going here. It's not liking it this morning. Not liking me. Okay, fine. I'll go full props. Have a nice day. Well, this is weird. Now I'm going to go via VR for some reason. There we go. Now it's starting to cooperate. That was kind of a hairy. What's up with that? So we'll go ahead and spin it on around. Oh, that was a hairy start. Nice smooth takeoff, and then in transitioning, they didn't like it. Get a little bit of altitude here to keep our speed down. I guess I kind of oopsied. I planned that, right? That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I planned it. And we are off. See, my speed is increasing. I need to get that nose up a little bit. Currently hand flying it, trying to get towards the magenta line, which is our path, our route of flight. And once we get stable, I'll get the autopilot going. And we'll just rock on. This aircraft loves to climb. It can climb like a beast. No problem at all. Those big old props, a lot of mass. That's why each one of these engines is just not going to cooperate with me. Well, there we go. So we are set. Go ahead and do our V-lock, and you can see how the screen is starting to fizzle out here. And the reason why it's fizzling out is because we are above 14,000 feet. And I'm going to go over here, and we're going to turn on our oxygen. Get our oxygen going here. And then that problem will go away. And we will... So we are good to go. We're slowly working our way around to get on the magenta line. Make a little scratch for myself and the company. Saying my bit rate is too high. I'm getting a thing here that says suggestion the stream is currently at 7249, is higher than recommended bit rate of 4500. Well, what's good the quality at 4500 though? That's interesting. Well, okay. On the next stream we'll try that. I don't know how bad this stream is. On my end it appears to be fine. So let me... Well, I can't do that. I was going to sit there and look it up on my phone. Let's see what it looks like on my phone. Let's see what it looks like on my phone. Looks fine on my phone, so I guess it's okay. Very cool. So as long as you guys can see it, that's all that matters. So anyway, my thought was, now that we're at cruise, was that once I get once I get up to get done with this one, I thought I would start hopscotching, and it's hopscotching between one zone and another. Work my way up to the Alaskan territory and see how well that works out over in the Alaskan territory. Have a different change of scenery here a little bit. And I see my compadre in crime, Mr. Bugeater64, is currently flying around in DCS World, which is awesome. I think I would take up, because I have DCS World on my Steam account. I'm curious if they came out with the V22 in DCS, I might give it a try. I know most people, they want to be in their F-16s and their F-18s and all that other happy stuff, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that at all. But I think I'd rather transport. Let all the young guns go out and pew-pew and shoot, and I'll just sit back and just deliver goods and things for the war effort, you know, in my transport aircraft. That's what I think. That's what I'd be. It'd be more. It's boring, yeah. You don't get the pew pew, but hey, you know. Actually, I'd probably get more action than they would, because then the enemy would be wanting to shoot me down because I'm the ones providing ammunition and everything else. So I'd be getting more action than the people in the F-16s and the F-18s anyway. See, it's reverse psychology. So if you want action, just be in a transport vessel, and then you're good to go. You get all the action you're ever going to want. Because every Tom, Dick, and Harry's going to want to shoot you down. But we're out of fuel already. Yep, out of fuel already. You know what? That's one thing I didn't do. Okay, we got enough to be able. I think we have enough to get there. I forgot to top off the fuel. Was doing some research before I started the stream. Is I think I'm going to go after the Fairchild Metroliner 3. That's going to be my next alias for me in FS Economy. And the reason being, it's still the same 19 passenger count, but I have 650 gallons of fuel, which means I could probably go 200 to 300 nautical miles without having drama with this aircraft. And then also too, if I want to, because of the capacity of the fuel and the speed of that aircraft too is 248 knots, and I don't know if that's indicated or over the ground. I'm thinking that it's indicated airspeed. And so I'm not for sure on that. I don't know how they figure it out. But at any rate, I thought that would be my next aircraft. So then, yes, you're gonna bitch at me because I'm low on fuel. I got it. Thank you. This thing had active circuit breakers. I just unplugged that thing just to get rid of that noise. But anyway, but yeah, that's what I would. I think that's the next best thing, because if I'm going to fly this, then I need to be able to have more fuel capacity. I was trying to find a vehicle that was, 2,000, 3,000 gallons, but there is some out there, but they're really, really slow, and which I would get a speed penalty hit with FS Economy, so I'd be going the wrong direction that way. And also, if I go a faster airplane like a jet or whatever, I wouldn't have to worry about that. But those are more than one flight attendant. It would be me and a flight attendant, or a co-pilot, which in turn, that co-pilot, I got to pay the co-pilot, which in turn, robs me of more money. And so I've been sitting there, like I say, been doing some homework, and I found right now the best course of action is to just get the Metro, and I'll be good to go. But anyway, we are currently flying over Mono Lake, and you can see where the lake level was at various times in history. You can see it goes all the way back, way up there. So that would be a good, I'm guessing at least maybe 20 to 50 feet deeper if it went all the way back to these lines, at least. Maybe even more. And it would probably fill up all of those, fill up most of the little islands and stuff that are out there. At least at the time of this was taken. Still pretty scenery though. That grade right there is a pain in the butt. You know, if you're carrying a travel trailer and you're sitting there coming up right here. Oh, I don't have my mouse turned on. Let me fix that. Gotta turn on my mouse. There, now you should see my mouse. Anyway, that grade right there. Yeah, you're coming up here on a travel trailer. Your altitude. You're going up that altitude in that curve. Yeah, it's not fun. If you got a lot of weight, you're going like 20 miles an hour. And there is more trees than what X-Plane is depicting. And then right there is coming into Bishop now. Green Creek Road. Yes, I know. This may be representing Green Creek Road right here. You come off of the 395, which is what this is. You come over, and then you go through Green Creek. It might be this way, or it might be this way. I don't remember which. It's been, oh geez, guys, it's been 30 years since I've been down that road. At least. Coming up on 30 years. Well, no, yeah, about 30 years. It's been 30 years since I went up in this area right here. It's been a long time. But there's Bridgeport. Bridgeport's usually the last bastion of civilization when you're out here camping up in all these areas up in here. That's your go-to place to be able to get, you know, food and whatnot for your travel trailer and whatnot. And a lot of these that X-Plane is depicting is asphalt roads. In actuality, they're all dirt roads, like you see right there. Most of these are all dirt roads, except for going to that lake right there. I think that road right there is an asphalt road. I'd have to look it up, but if I remember right, it is, because that lakes, those two lakes back over there. Sierra Nevadas. Never been off in that direction. My dad never took me that way. You know, east of Bishop. But we are kind of getting off track a little bit. I'll have to swing ourselves around a little bit. Also probably need to back off on our power a little bit. Let's conserve a little fuel so we don't run out of fuel. I'll probably have to do another fun fly video in this area too and speak about certain points of interest in this Eastern Sierra, at least what I know, and I'm sure there's plenty of others that know a lot more than I do because they spent more time there than me, and which is fine. That's perfectly legit. But I still love the mountains. Mountains are cool. what I need to do is I need to get a bunch of people over on my Discord channel when I'm doing these videos so we can all bounce off of each other. And then that way we can have conversations and talk about whatever. Usually the topics that I would be talking about would either be, aviation or, entertainment, music and videos and movies and television and that sort of thing. The standard entertainment that we all consume. Like I got lots and lots of things to say about The Mandalorian. I thought The Mandalorian is a good show. I think people need to not read too much into it, and I think a lot of people that have got problems with the Mandalorian are all feel like they've been burnt by Disney, and with the last sequel trilogy, and so they're all hesitant. They just some people, I shouldn't say all, but some just don't step back and just say, you know what, yes, Disney's a bunch of, we don't like what Disney's doing, and just put that aside and just watch the show for what it is, that kind of thing. I know it's kind of hard to do. I understand that. I totally get that. There's been a few moments in like the second episode that just aired last was it Friday? I guess it was Friday. There's a couple places like, well, why did he do this? Why didn't they just do that? Those kind of reasonings that should have been thought of. But hey, all in all, the show is good, and as long as they keep real world politics and views out of the show and just concentrate on the show itself and immerse yourself into that world, I think the show will be a great show. Will be a good show, and maybe even a great show. So we'll just have to wait and see. I was disappointed in the length of the episodes. They're less, they're about 30 minutes, and if you cut out all the BS on the front end and the back end, they're under 30 minutes. I think that's kind of weak, but it is what it is. I think the Disney is looking at the bigger picture of like, yeah, these things are only 28 minutes, but you're going to be watching other things on our Disney Plus service.
Vertical track.
I see we're coming up to our top of descent. Disney's looking at the bigger picture of that you. Actually, let me change my thought process. I think because I'm noticing that the Clone Wars and those sort of things are fairly short episodes as well. So. It's episodic TV, so it's not a movie. So take it for what it is. It maybe have movie quality in some aspects, but it's still, just think of it as a TV show. It's like, hey, this is a TV show, the way it is. Well, what we need to do is we need to get our ATIS and find out what's happening, what the weather's like, as far as
South Lake Tahoe weather.
Our altimeter
Wind
setting.
010 at 15, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 14, dew point -1. Altimeter 3036.
3036, and it said that the winds are at 10 at 15 knots. Well, if they're at 10, that's a crosswind, no matter how you. So, no matter which runway you pick. So I guess it's pilot's discretion. Right now, I've got winds are at 350 at 12 knots, which right from this position where I'm at right now, I would come in on runway 36. And because I'm already here, I think I'll do that. that's still too far. Went too far on my range. There we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to slow down here. Get off autopilot. It's my plane. That's why it's telling me. It's telling me we're all going to die. I'll back off on our power. We're going to start losing altitude, and we're going to split. We're going to go right here and try to hit. I don't know if my mouse is working. Is my mouse working on this thing? Did I lose my mouse again? Oh, there it is. No, we're just lagging. So we're going to split that right there. We're going to split those mountaintops right there, and we'll come in that way. Get a semi-chopper. Hey, Cajun, how you doing, sir? I hope you are doing well. All is well here. Just sitting here about ready to land here in South Lake Tahoe. I hope you and the family are doing well. And we are getting to the semi-chopper. Hurry, now! Okay, that's terrible. I'll stop now. So yeah, I've just been flying from here and there and everywhere, just having fun, doing my thing. I thought I'd just do this part 2 of for FS Economy. And like I said at the start of the video, yeah, bug is in DCS right now, according to Discord. Well, he says he's playing DCS. A Fury Heary, yeah. Now let's see if I can start pulling back. I'm gonna have to put some flaps in. Yeah, see, I just missed my my angle there. See if I can come in one piece. So one downside is that now I gotta concentrate on what the hell I'm doing, so I can't say much. We're gonna die. It doesn't like me putting all that nose down too much. But then I'm sitting here climbing like a mad dog. So I'll just slow it up. Kind of ease it on down. I'm taking fire. I'm taking fire. So you're my nose down pretty healthy. sink. Don't sink. Come down nice and slow. Just chilling. It's Sunday afternoon. No hurries. Hey Frank, how you doing, sir? As we're sitting here slowly coming in, we'll do a rewind on the landing if it's good.
3, 6.
If I don't burn it up. Nice, easy, slow descend. Okay, so put my gear down now. Frank, I hope you and the dogs are doing well. Good to see you. We do have a 10-knot crosswind according to what the ATIS said earlier.
Approaching 3, 6.
Feet off the ground.
On runway 3, 6.
Yeah, a little hard. Very, very good. So that wasn't too bad. Well, let me get off the runway here, then we'll do a rewind. Just rewind the landing. Just because I want to see what it looks like. It's called debriefing. Debrief our work to see what we can do to improve. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So let's go over here. We'll go over here and land, and then we'll do the debriefing. You barely felt it? Awesome. Awesome. Alright, we're close enough to the terminal. I'm actually supposed to be turned around because the actual exit is on the right side of the aircraft instead of the left side of the aircraft, but that's okay. Alright, so hit the parking brake. Parking brake set. Fuel off. Rotor brakes on. Generator off. APU running. Let's get paid. Come on. Pay me. Pay me. Pay me. Okay, I got paid. Most important part of the whole thing, I got paid. Alright, now let's do some fun here. Let's go ahead and have a look-see. We'll go ahead and go to tower first. And then we'll go over here to replay mode. And let's go back to right about there. That's too far, I bet. Okay, there I am. So that's not too bad. Am I too far away? I'm probably too far away. But I'm slowly getting better, a little bit at a time. I mean, I still trash it every now and then. But I'm slowly getting better at it. I really like it. I've been really having fun with this aircraft. It's been my go-to aircraft as of late. See, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, stop. Let's move real quick. We'll move to runway. And then we will untether the... I'm just trying to get a bearing on where... Oh, I'm behind. Darn it. No wonder I was messing up. Bad. Okay, well, anyway. We could be sitting here for 30 years. See, I should have kept the nose up a little more. Well, I did keep the nose up, but then it's last minute. But the tires didn't even squish. So I did a good job. I'll pat myself on the back on that one. Okay, well, anyway. So I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Very good. Very good. Now we'll jump over here to FS Economy. I can get this thing back over here. There we go. And see, that's what we had. We had $13,000 for this flight. And so if I refresh, that should go away, and it did. And so now we are a little bit richer. But I only have 69 gallons left, so I did push it as far as fuel goes. Now I just got to figure out where I want to go to next. I'm not going to bore you guys with that because I got to figure it out. Because like I said, I think what I want to do is I want to start working my way up towards Alaska, just because I want to do different scenery and that sort of thing. And so I was suggested, Bug Eater 64 said, well, hey, why don't you start working your way? And I definitely need to get $1 million because in the sim or in the FS Economy, because I think I'm going to go, like I said at the start of the video, I just read what Cajun Josh says. Don't tell the wife you and the Osprey girl are getting along a lot better. That's true, because the Osprey doesn't bitch back unless I crash it. And the wife's working right now, so I could see that, and she doesn't watch my videos, so hey, I'm good. But like I said, I was thinking about working my way towards Alaska and start doing treks up towards Alaska and then fly around Alaska. I do have some orthos in Alaska, but I don't have a lot. And so Canada, Alaska, there's a lot of pretty spots, and basically just go explore. Just go explore and check that out and that sort of thing and see what's there. But at any rate, so hey, this flight was a success. I definitely have to get another alias in FS Economy, and like I said, that's why I'm leaning towards the Metro 3. It's a Fairchild Metro 3. And the reason why I'm leaning towards that alias is because it has 650 gallons of fuel and still a co-pilot, basically. And I only have to pay for a co-pilot, and I can still have 19 passengers. And that way, as long as I'm over $10,000 per run, I'm a happy camper after expenses. And it doesn't always work out that way, but if I can, then I can. I'll be a happy camper. The developer, switching gears, the developer for this aircraft, they're still working on version 1.0. People have been giving them feedback, but they said they're doing. What concerns me is that AOA Simulation says they're working on multiple aircraft at once instead of just concentrating on one, getting it cherry, and then working on the other. Do you fly the 208B? I don't think that's out. At least I haven't seen it. Maybe Josh, maybe it's out there and I'm not aware of it. But the 208B is a VTOL as well, I believe. The Cessna 2. Oh, you're talking about. You're talking about the fixed wing. You're talking about. Yeah, I already have the Quest Kodiak. Quest Kodiak is the same airplane. It's just different. Yeah, the Grand Caravan. Yeah. Yeah, the Grand Caravan's good. Don't get me wrong, but I've already owned, the Quest Kodiak. So if I wanted to do that, then I can just go over here and just go into the Quest Kodiak if I have it installed. Yeah, here it is. I mean, I have the Amphib version and that sort of thing. But that reminds me. So yeah, I do have the Quest Kodiak already. I never did buy the Grand Caravan by Carenado. I thought about it, but then I just didn't do it. And I already had, Dan Klaus's Quest or the Quest Kodiak already anyway. So I thought, what the heck. But one thing I did realize is that we're going to go fishing. And what I mean by we're going to go fishing is that people on the forums were making fun, saying that hey, this airplane floats on the water. So I read that yesterday, and I thought, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and this is not going to be an FS economy flight right here. Let's go see if we can land on the water with this thing, just for funsies. I know it's totally breaking the realism of it, but people were saying that you can land this aircraft on the water and it will float. So I'm going to go give that a shot. So we're going to release the rotor brakes, and let's see. We don't have any problems there, so let's go ahead and see if we can do that. And we do need to add some fuel, by the way. So let's go ahead and add some fuel. Okay, and we got 7,000 pounds of fuel. That should be more than enough.
South Lake Tahoe weather. Wind light and variable.
Okay, I know that. Yeah, I was told in the forums that you can land on the water with this thing. So, which I thought was which just totally breaks the immersion of realism, but hey, why not? Fun. It's Sunday. Go have some Sunday fun. In the forums, they said that in the real Osprey, they don't do water operations for it because of the prop wash when the props are set to vertical takeoff. It's just so much that it's not usable. So I don't know. I'd never seen water operations with it.
On runway 36, flaps.
Oh, now it just took away all my fuel I just put in. It's not gonna fix that. Now I gotta do in-air fueling. The auto thing for I think I can cancel flight. If I can do this without crashing. First off, let's get rid of the irritating noise. We'll get our fuel back in there.
Flight auto register failed.
Okay, now we're above the water. Let's go see if we can find some place to go look. See, I don't have enough fuel. I gotta get that fuel up. There we go. In-flight refueling. Go up. That's not gonna in-flight refuel for me, huh? Alright, that's okay. That's okay. We can fix that. We can fix that. We can add fuel right here then. There. We got fuel now. I want fuel. I want fuel. Alright. So, we got that done. Let's see this. On the Nevada side, I was trying to think if there's any coves or anything here. I can't think of any. But from my understanding, yeah, they didn't. We'll go ahead and get these props back up, get our power back out. Just to see if we can do it. But yeah, from what I understand from the forums, they're saying that no, they don't use the Osprey for water operations, which I thought was kind of, but I can understand that. I am kind of high at the moment. Let's have some fun with it a little bit. Okay, we're sinking. We're going to say that we are trying to rescue somebody. How's that? The water's getting closer. That's why, right there. See how that water... That's probably why they said that they don't... No, they don't use it for water operations because it's just too much. Also, too, look, you'd have the cells. You know, so like right now, I'm on the water right now. There you go. So it floats. So yeah, the developer needs to fix that. That's not cool. Look at that. Look how much space I got between the. So yeah, that's not cool. Now we're a boat. So there you go. But we are now a boat. In the middle of Lake Tahoe. So anyway, it can be done. It can land. Now let's one step further. We'll go back to 90 degrees. Kill the engines. Okay, now we'll kill the engines, and now let's drop our brakes, which also should drop the anchor. So now it says anchor deployed. Now let's see if it stops me. And it did. Now that'd be kind of cool, you know, in the real world if they had something similar to this. That would that you can land on the water like that. That'd be kind of cool. Because then you can just leave your anchor down right there, and then just restart the engines if it'll let me. Because it didn't crash, so that's good. But definitely not realistic at all.
South Lake Tahoe weather. Wind light and...
But I just pull out there and just open the door and just go fishing. Okay, let's see if we can do a ski boat. So let's go 80%. Flaps. No, we'll put the flaps at 40. Can we go 40? There we go. 40. 40, so we can still have maintain airflow to be able to get lift, and then release the parking brake. Let's see if we can just take off, do a horizontal takeoff. That was too easy. Yeah, we're off. That was too easy. So yeah, no problem. No problem at all. So yeah, not realistic. Understood. So anyway, I'm going to go over here. We're going to land one more time just for the funs of landing. And then I am going to have to go stop the stream and then have to do some calculations, figure out where I want to go to next, because that's going to take some time for me to figure out a way to be able to get to Alaska. And I'm just going to start hopscotching to Alaska just to have some different scenery. So we're going to go over here, back over here to South Lake Tahoe. I am climbing a little bit too much. I'm not even climbing as much. You're supposed to land this, if you're going to be in airplane mode, you're supposed to land at 60 knots or something. Let's get back over where we're supposed to be. Way down. And like I said, that's what I want to do, is I just want to head off to the nice land of Alaska. Just because. Really. No reason. Just because. Watching my the web page for the live stream, and I see it. You know, users come in, then they go, then they come in, then they go, then they come in, and they go. So I don't know what's up with YouTube.
Too high. Too high.
Yes, I know I'm too high, but I'm gonna fix that.
Approaching 1-8. Too high. Too high. Unstable, unstable. On runway 18.
Yeah, it was too much. Too much nose. I felt I saw it. I hear somebody coming in. Hello.
Hello, Dion. How are you?
Oh, just fine. Just sitting here, just playing around, having fun.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. The reason I couldn't get with you earlier is that when I'm in DCS,
Uh-huh.
if I go outside the sim, I lose control of the aircraft
Oh,
until I
that
click
sucks.
back on sim, so I can't do a push and talk thing.
Right. Understood. No big deal. Yeah, Josh is in the house for a little bit. Right now it says there's only one person watching, which I think is me. But I'm just trying to get over here and land the aircraft, and then I was going to stop the stream and then figure out how to, my path to be able to get to Alaska, because I want to go to Alaska to change the scenery. That's all. Which is cool. But I'm just having so much fun, and I can land on the water with this thing. I figured that out.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to, but I was able to land on the water. So maybe they'll fix that, because really you shouldn't. And they say the military doesn't even use them for water operations because of the prop wash. That's what was said. I don't know the dynamics of it, but it makes sense. But anyway, everyone, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Definitely like, subscribe, and all that other happy stuff. And I do have a donation link in the description down below. And definitely, if you feel I'm worthy, definitely throw some bones my way. It's most appreciated. It helps offset all the cost of all these pretty airplanes and everything else that I try to do to bring the content to the masses. So anyway, you guys take care, and I'll catch you guys next time on another exciting X-Plane Adventures. Boy, that sounded kind of corny, didn't it? Talk to you guys later. Bye.